Hey, it's Roxanne on Earth 1111. Today I'm going to talk about why you should never make a decision when you're in a bad mood. Never make a decision when you're in a bad mood or a low timeline. So a lot of people, when they're in that kind of enough stage, they're pissed off, they're exhausted, they're angry. That's when they make their decisions, when they're kind of fed up. But when you're in a bad mood, that indicates you're in a low timeline. When you're in a low vibration, which is any irritation, fear, anger, rage state, exhaustion, anything that is not completely your purity of unconditional love and light, feeling amazing, is a fear-based negative state, which means you have shape-shifted into a low timeline. Again, if you watch my other videos, Earth has unlimited timelines, unlimited versions. So Earth has many, many different versions depending on which vibration you're existing at that very moment. So we all go up and down in every moment. All of a sudden you're in that lovey-dovey stage, nothing can go wrong. You're feeling amazing. You're feeling on top of the world. You're literally on top of the world. You're on a high version of Earth, a high timeline. And that's why you go throughout your day and you're just feeling so amazing and things flow perfectly. When you're in a crappy timeline, when you're in a bad mood, you will notice in your life how as you go throughout your day, things seem to pile up. Things seem to be completely off. You hit every red light. There's no parking spots. You have, bitchy people that you have to deal with all day long. You have one aggravation after another. It's because you yourself have went into a low timeline. So your body goes up and down timelines at all moments, depending on your vibration, your thoughts, your emotions, the way you're existing. We all do this, and this is how we learn to master ourselves. This is what the ascension and embodiment of spirit and your soul is all about. Again, for other videos. But just know, when you are existing in a low timeline, when you're in a bad mood, that's when most people make their decisions. And if you're in a bad mood, in any type of negative state, the decision you make will be based on the wrong decision. It will always be the wrong decision. And the reason for that is because when you operate from a low timeline, you're always going to get more of that you're already experiencing. So if you're at that fed up stage, yeah, use it to motivate you to start making better choices, but don't make a final decision when you're in a bad mood. Never make a final decision based on something important in life when you're in a low timeline, because you will only manifest exactly more of what you're already experiencing. It's the law of attraction. It's just how literally we go through life. This is how the world, reality works. So, the key to know is always, when you're making important life decisions, make sure you're operating from a high timeline, because when you're in a high timeline, you're going to be manifesting something that will be magical and perfectly aligned for yourself. When you manifest from a low timeline, you're manifesting a decision, so you're making a decision where the result will be disastrous. It will collapse, because all the low timelines right now are collapsing, one after another. All the low timelines, the low versions of Earth, the negative versions of Earth are collapsing. So if you're making your decisions and you're manifesting from a point of irritation, exhaustion, unhappiness, then you're going to be manifesting more of that. And your result will not work out because those timelines, like I said, are collapsing. They're being removed from reality. You don't have to believe this, you will start seeing this for yourself. So, when you make decisions, when we decide on something, major life decisions, whether we're fed up in a relationship, whether we want to change our job, whether we want to make a life change, yes, it's those moments of irritation and being fed up that really get us to that point where we are experiencing what we don't want, which essentially turns us around into a new path, one that we do want. But just make sure, use the motivation of being irritated or unhappy to start thinking about what will actually be the opposite of that. What will make you happy? What will make you content? What will make you feel excited to wake up every day? Use that as motivation, but don't make your decisions from that state of point or from that stage in your life. Because when you're in a crappy mood, in a low timeline, you can't actually see the end result of anything good because you're literally not operating from that perspective. You have to get to a higher perspective to experience and see the choices of an amazing outcome. So, if you're operating from a low timeline, all the choices you see are going to be ones that are just in the same timeline that make you just as unhappy. There might be something else different, but they're going to be the same outcome. They're going to keep you in the same level. When you're able to use that as motivation to start making changes in your life, start doing the opposite. Start doing the opposite. Essentially, the opposite of what you're doing will bring you closer to where you want to be. So when you're at a point in your day where you're feeling excited, you're feeling passionate, you're feeling amazing, motivated, that's the time to start thinking about what opportunities you have for yourself, what doors are open for you, what pathways you need to start going down. Because, like I said before, when you're in a negative timeline, you won't even see the positive pathways. You won't even see the good opportunities that will open up when you're in a good timeline, because those doors are shut. When you're able to be amazing feeling, when you're in a moment of your day where you're empowered, you're feeling excited, that's the time to start thinking about your choices. That's the moment to start thinking about what path should you go down, because that's going to be a soul-aligned path. That's going to be something that will result in an amazing opportunity for yourself, an amazing life of magic and complete happiness from the inside out. Something that's completely aligned to you. So we'll see you soon on Earth 1111. Just remember, always make every decision from a place of power, from your heart center, from a high timeline, a high vibration version of Earth. Thanks, we'll see you soon.